Once we've defined our values, identified the goals that we want to work towards, evaluated our cash flow, added up our net worth, maximized our work plan, and ensured we have the right coverage through our work and personally owned policies, we can begin looking forward. I like to think about this as the 5 peaks of building wealth, a 5-step process we can systematically work towards. The first peak is to pay down high-interest debt. High-interest debt, such as credit cards and personal loans, can quickly cost us hundreds of dollars a month. Credit cards can easily charge 20% per year on outstanding balances, meaning that for every $1,000 of debt you have, you'll pay $200 in interest alone over a year. Taking care of high-interest debt first doesn't grow our money, but it saves you significantly and puts you in a better position to invest in the future. The second peak is to save an emergency fund. Once your high-interest debt is paid off, you should have extra cash flow because you're not paying as much every month towards your debt. This extra cash flow could be best put towards accumulating an emergency fund. Depending on your job security, benefits, and the rest of your financial situation, anywhere from 3 to 12 months of bare-bone expenses could be appropriate. The third peak is to save for your financial goals. We can lean on our values and goals to figure out what we want to prioritize, and then systematically work towards them. Having high-interest debt paid off already frees up our cash flow, giving ourselves more to work with, and having an emergency fund in place ensures we don't have to dip into our investments and erode our progress. The fourth peak is to pay down low-interest debt. Once we're on track to reach our goals, or we've already reached them, we can look at paying off low-interest debt. This might include low-interest student loans, lines of credit, or your mortgage. Ideally, we'd still have as little bad debt as possible, but if we're in a position of having options, paying off your mortgage early could provide you with peace of mind. The final peak is to continue to build wealth. Once we're in the habit of doing the right things, we want to continue doing them more and more. Continue contributing to your investments, continue working towards your goals. We never want to stop doing the right things. This isn't a race to an end, where once we get there, we throw away the good habits that we've established. We can always continue to work towards what matters most to us. In Atomic Habits, author James Clear lays out the 4 laws of creating a good habit. The first law is to make it obvious. The second law is to make it attractive. The third law is to make it easy. And the fourth law is to make it satisfying. We can help enforce the behavior we want by setting ourselves up for success. When we make it obvious, we keep the change that we want to make or the goal we want to achieve top of mind. We can do this by writing them down, creating a board of visuals, or a list in an app. We can also create the habit of doing what we want in a specific place and at a specific time, or following up a current habit with a new habit that we want to adopt. We want to build muscle memory or a natural continuation of the habits we want to have. Making it attractive can make us more likely to keep the good habits we want to have going. We can pair something that we want to do with an action that we have to do. When I do this, I'll also do that. Sometimes this is best done in a new environment. For example, when I go to the gym, I'll also work out. If we can put ourselves in an environment where our desired behavior is the normal behavior, our chance for success exponentially increases. Making what we want to do most easy can help reduce friction between us and doing that thing. Making the correct choice the easy choice. By being proactive, we can put ourselves in a better position to be successful and keep our momentum going. We also want to focus on small choices that can deliver outsized impact, leveraging the choices that we make today. And finally, by making it satisfying, we ensure that our future selves find the same joy and purpose behind the changes we want to make today. Reward yourself for doing the hard work, find motivation in keeping streaks alive, and in the event that you do miss or break the chain, aim to never miss twice. We can also invert these laws to avoid bad habits. Making bad habits invisible unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying will result in us doing them less, automatically encouraging our good habits. With investing, we want to make our goals known. We want to work towards what we want most. We want to make it as easy as possible and know that if we do the right things, we'll arrive at our dream destination. Investing properly makes wealth so much more than just our finances. It puts us in a position of being able to pursue and prioritize everything else in our lives. Our money enables our journey towards wealth, but it's never the goal. What we want most is always the goal. That's what's always most important.